Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. This is Dr. Mohammed, the Mukri from the channel. And today, my spiritual item that I'm going to be talking about is coffee. So coffee is a very popular, let's say herb, but it is indeed a magical item. It is popular all over the world. However, its history dates back to the Middle East and East Africa, specifically Ethiopia. Now, coffee has been used by Sufis for ages, and as time went on, they discovered that they had something incredibly powerful on their hands. Now, as Sufis, we sometimes remember our ancestors. We are aware that the spirit never dies and that Bismillah ta'ala it goes to al-barzakh. And in al-barzakh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if the person is of very high stature, an enlightened and a spiritual person, gives them the ability to help people who are still on this physical plane. So they can interfere and intervene bi-iznillah ta'ala. This is something that I have seen happen firsthand. Obviously, me being a doctor, very practical, I did not believe it in the beginning, but then I saw it happening firsthand. And my first experience of such a thing was with coffee. So what happened was, I had this, when I was a lot younger, I had a situation where me and a friend of mine were doing our medical degree, and then we had some paperwork that needed to be signed off. It was very important for us, but it just simply, we couldn't get it done. Long story short, I told my grandfather about it, and he was a doctor, a physician as well, but also a Sufi and a spiritual man. So he asked me, he said to me, on Monday, come to me when I have my afternoon coffee, and we'll pray for it. So I came to him in his clinic, and he had his coffee, and he prayed for it, and lo and behold, the problem got solved the next day. It didn't even take a few days to get solved, it was immediate. He did something with the coffee that I didn't really understand, and he gave me a few coffee beans to carry in my left pocket. He said, left is how you get rid of things and energies that you want to lose. Right is how you pull them in. That's how the pockets work. He always used to say that, and I find that that's effective. The right side is the side that you receive with. The left side is the side that you give with. So, excuse me, sorry. Coffee is very good at removing obstacles. I am sure about that. I have tried it many times with my own affairs. The procedure is just you carry a few coffee beans in your left pocket, or you hold them in your left hand, and you pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, preferably on a Monday or on a Saturday. Saturday is more powerful for me. Different people have different days. The day he called me for the Monday was because on Monday he used to remember Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jailani, who is our ancestor and our great-grandfather, and he used to have a coffee in honor of his spirit, and he used to communicate with him. But usually when we do obstacle removal work, it's usually on Saturday, because it's the day of the planet Saturn, and the energies are all going for solving problems and removing obstacles. So you can do that on a Saturday. Grind the coffee, or make some coffee, or carry the coffee beans, however you want to do it. The most important thing is that you ask the coffee in your mind, in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by the power He has given you to remove obstacles and clear roads, I want this and that problem removed out of the way. If the problem is complicated, carry some in your pocket as well. When you grind the coffee, imagine that the problem is disappearing, and when you boil it, even when you roast it, if you roast coffee beans on a Saturday. Coffee as well is very good for dieting and for losing weight. It works in the caffeine that's in it. Obviously, any nutritionist will tell you that the caffeine is good for weight loss and so on. I am not gonna give medical advice here. Please do your research and use what you want to use. But on a spiritual sense, if you boil some coffee and bathe with it, or add a few drops of your coffee to your shower gel, no one will notice. There's not going to be any sugar there. It's very good for the skin and the hair. So don't worry about it. It's going to remove these obstacles, okay? It's going to remove the weight as well, help you focus on your diet and lose weight, okay? Now, another thing is that you can use the coffee to protect yourself. It is very protective because it removes obstacles. It's also very protective, the coffee, okay? It's quite powerful. Coffee is added to incenses and perfumes and so on in the altars, the spiritual ones, to increase the effect or speed up the effect. Because of the caffeine, the effect comes to you quicker, believe it or not. Things happen quicker. So if you have, for example, if you recall, or if you've seen my previous videos, for example, let's say frankincense, you want to attract money, mix it with a little bit of coffee when you burn the incense, and you'll see wonders happen. It's going to happen very quickly, much quicker than it happened before, and you can test it yourself, because I have, and it's worked. Now, if you get the raw coffee beans as well, the raw coffee beans are very good for attracting money as well. If you get some raw coffee beans in a bag, a plastic bag, or we obviously prefer cloth bags because they can breathe and the scent can go everywhere. But if you don't want to the smell of the coffee getting on your clothes, on your things, just put it in a plastic bag, and we put it in our cupboard. The clothes that you wear daily, you put it between them, and it will facilitate money coming to you, and rizq basically. Coffee can be placed the raw beans can be placed in a business in all four corners of the building, and prayed with ayat al-rizq, for example, Surah Al-Waqa'ah, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bring you more rizq, or more money, okay? It's very powerful for all these things. It's extremely good, and it's obviously something that many Muslim or Arabian or Middle Eastern or even European or anywhere, people have it everywhere in their homes, but they don't know what it does, so they don't use it. So this is like an amazing item that you can use so many other things. I hope this has helped, guys. Please comment, like, share and subscribe. Any questions, any suggestions and so on, please leave them in the comments. We need your help so that this channel becomes bigger and it grows, and we can help more people with our knowledge. We are putting you first and our help for you. We send you all a big virtual hug, and we send you our love. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may God, may the Most High, may the universe, in the name of the Most High God that we believe in, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give you health, wealth, protection, prosperity, and last but not least, love. Live in love and not in fear, and be positive, and you'll find that everything will become positive around you as well. Bless people, tell people about this. The more you tell people, the more they use it, the more it works better for you. Okay, and that is not a joke, it's really how it works, okay? I think the Quran is full of examples of this, and the Hadith as well, that you have to have a good heart and wish people well and everyone else well, okay, within your soul and spirit. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you and bless you in multiples, inshallah. Take care and see you soon. Thank you. في أمان الله.